Tacos. Today, hard to tell because I don't show a lot of emotion, but I'm probably more excited about this video than I ever have been and maybe ever will be. But today we're going to make Birria Tacos. Birria Tacos. They are amazing. I first heard about them. Apparently they're kind of sweeping certain areas and stuff, but the first time I heard about them, I was watching a documentary on Netflix on tacos called The Taco Chronicles. It's in Spanish, there's English subtitles. I know I'm kind of a nerd, whatever, but it looked amazing. So our next two vacations to Mexico, we went to Tulum, and first place I wanted to go to was a Birria Taco stand. Then we came to Puerto Morelos, Birria Taco stand. Now this year we moved down here full time. First place we went to, there's a Birria Taco stand in the Pescadores neighborhood. First restaurant we went to had some Birria Tacos. Very excited to bring you Birria Tacos today. We're gonna make it a little bit simpler. Back in the day, they put it in Dutch ovens, clay pots, down in the oven, in the ground with the banana leaves and the dirt on top. We're gonna make life a little bit simpler today. We got a Blackstone, we got an Instant Pot, pretty easy. You can do this a myriad of ways. If you have a Dutch oven, you can just put everything in there. If you don't want to sear off the meat, you just throw everything in the crock pot in the morning. When you go to work, when you get home, you're gonna be having a hard time thinking at work. When you get home, they're pretty much ready to eat. And you will never look at tacos the same way again. It is absolutely amazing. Wait till you try this recipe. So, first thing we're gonna do, I got beef shanks. You can use steak, you can use whatever you want, chorizo. Originally it was done with mutton, which is the older lamb. We're just gonna use beef shanks. Beef shanks are delicious. A lot of fat, you gotta slow cook them, it's a tougher cut. A lot of collagen in there, it has the bone marrow inside the bone, so it kind of makes a perfect meat for it. And it's like way cheaper than hamburger. You can't go wrong with it. We're gonna make a couple beef shank recipes over the next few weeks or months whenever they come out. But we're gonna show you how great a beef shank is for, I think I got mine for $2 something a pound. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get this started. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. In the Instant Pot. Actually, you know what? Let's just wait with this part. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go with the Blackstone. We're gonna start frying up our beef shank. All right, let's get this party started. A little bit of olive oil. Not gonna take much. Delicious beef shank. So this side's a little bit darker. I do have some liquid seasoning on there, the Maggi stuff. Told you can't go wrong with that. Get a little Maggi on there. We are just gonna get this side down so I get a little bit of a crisp. Same thing with that side. We start getting our crisp built up. Sometimes I just want to press this down a little bit just to make sure we're getting as much surface area as we can. We're not cooking them, we're just browning them. Other side, fresh ground black pepper. Don't be shy, there's so many seasonings in here. Try to make sure we get a nice sear on these. Alright, a couple minutes on each side. While these are cooking, we're going to head back over there, we're going to get everything in the pool, and then so we can add these shanks and get going. Let's flip these quick. All we're looking for is a little bit of browning. This is just going to add some flavor. If you can't get the searing in, that's okay. We'll skip this part. You still get it in there. It's just one more layer. You want to get in there when you can. It's going to leave some fond on here because we're cooking at a very high heat, which is fine because we're going to come back here with the shells later on. So we want to leave some of that on there. In the pressure cooker, this marrow is going to come right out of there. It's going to ooze in there and help with some of that fat in there. You're going to love having that extra bit of marrow in there. If you have a bigger family, you're going to use more than this. We just have the two of us, so by the time we chop this up, this is going to be perfect. Alright, beef shanks on. We're going to let that sear on this side just for a couple minutes, and then we're going to flip them over and we're going to take care of the rest. While that side's searing, it's that easy. This is all the time we need. We're just going to take 2 cups of beef stock. If you make your own, you get beef broth, get bouillon cubes. I don't care. You could use water if you had to, but and again, you can use this on anything. You can use it in a crock pot. I love on a cold winter day to make this. Oh my God, good stuff. But Instant Pots, you ain't got to wait 8 hours. You wait 1 hour. Into the Instant Pot. I have half of a large white onion. Just kind of chunked her up. Throw that in. Don't have to be fancy. Took 5 garlic cloves. You don't want to see me cut these up or chop these up anymore, so they're already peeled the skin. 5 garlic cloves. In we go. You can use a little fajita seasoning. We have our homemade fajita seasoning. We'll have the recipe out for that on the website soon enough. We'll put a little bit of that in there. You can use some homemade fajita seasoning, some store-bought fajita seasoning, taco seasoning if you had to. Wouldn't recommend it. Well, just use a little cumin, a little oregano, a little cinnamon in there, some salt and pepper, some garlic powder. Put in all the basics. Now, I'm going to do which is a little different. I am using chipotle salsa. This stuff, it's got that smoky chipotle flavor. It doesn't have a ton of heat, but it has plenty. That's going in. Now, you've probably seen these things be done 100 times. You've probably never done them, but they have them in every grocery store. We're going to add our chilies. So I have some smoky chipotle peppers already in there in a salsa form. Now we're going to take our guajillo peppers. I've already cut a couple of these. All you want to do, we're going to use 3 of these, cut off the stem, you see the seeds go flying everywhere, and then cut right down the side of it. Split this open. Just shake out the rest of the seeds. That is where the heat is in the stems and the seeds. If you just take out these seeds, you get that delicious, rich chili flavor without all the heat. Those are going in. Everybody in the pool. That one's going in. Now our ancho chilies. Same thing. I already did this one, so that one's just going to go right in. And you can do this the same way. You're just going to cut off this stem. This one's a little bit harder. And look at all them seeds fall out. It basically takes care of itself. Cut right down this. Get rid of your seed pods. A couple are in there, that's okay. Nobody doesn't mind. Kind of like a little bit of heat in there. All right. So everybody is now in the pool. Only thing we're missing are beef shanks. Let's get those turned, and then we're going to add those in, and we'll start cooking. And this is kind of what we're looking for. We just want to get a little bit of a sear on both sides. We're not cooking it through, we're just getting a little bit of a sear. So we're going to take these off, get them in with his friends. Okay, all we're doing now, got everybody else already in the pool, time to bring the shanks. This is going to be stunning. Any little bits, juices, make sure you get that all in there. Be kind of funny if magically somebody came out and cleaned all this up while we were cooking. So that's all we're going to do. Push this down in there, a little bit of stir, get everything in the pool mixed up. Close our Instant Pot. We're going to set this for about 55 minutes on pressure cook, and we're going to let it naturally vent when it's all done. When we pull it out, magic. Alright, so the timer's went off. I allowed it to vent naturally. Now, we're going to have some magic. That is heavy. I can't tell you how excited I am about this, guys. Set this out of the way someplace. Oh my God. Oh my. This is going to be good. Have your helper gloves? I know, looks good. Don't be jealous. Alright, I'm just going to strain this. Right through the strainer. That juice there is liquid gold. Beautiful. All right, so this is the magical juice. What I need out of this is the meat. So we're gonna bring in the Juices Partner bowl. In here. The meat is falling apart here, folks. That's what we're looking for. So here's what we have left. It's a little messy here, it's not gonna be. This is the juice. We're gonna use this. And then here we have the chilies and stuff, we're gonna clean that out. All we're gonna have left in here is the meat. We're gonna shred this up and we're gonna start putting our tacos together. Okay, so all we did was take out like the pepper skins. We got the juice here that's been strained and we got the meat here. Now we're gonna go to the Blackstone. Okay. That was pretty easy. There's a little bit of work, but I tell you what, once you've had these, you are not gonna be able to look at tacos the same way. First, we're gonna take some shells. These are fresh. An hour ago, these were just steaming hot. All we're gonna do, figure I'm gonna have a couple for sure. My wife's gonna have a couple for sure. So, all we're gonna do, we're gonna do 4 of these. We're not in a rush, but we're going to move pretty quick. You see, we got it sauced on both sides. This is going to be the magic part. Just a few seconds. We're going to let them cook in the pan from before. Cheese. Can never have too much. And why not? Let's load it up a little more. Ah! So there it is. We got our cheese in. Now, this is the meat that we've shredded up, took out of there, cleaned out the peppers. We'll throw a little bit of this on there. If you're curious, yes, this is going to be messy as hell. Well worth it. I got these loaded up, probably maybe a little too much, but who cares? It's messy, it's great. You want to? I'm going to put on some onions. You can put on some onions, some cilantro, a little jalapeno, whatever you like, really. Now, never have too much juice. So I'll get this thing steamed up. Already cooked the one side. Now we're just going to fold these over. We're going to have one or two that's going to be a pain in the butt. Well worth the hassle. And let these crisp a little bit on this side. We're gonna give them one more flip over the other side. We're gonna get a little bit of crisp on the outside of both of these. The cheese is gonna melt. The onions, the meat's all gonna blend together. And we're gonna save some juice off to the side. This is going to be the best taco you've ever had, I promise you. All right, just a few seconds on this side, we're gonna flip it over. See that color start to come through? Oh! A little more juice, why not? All right, now a little bit of crisp on this side. You're not trying to make it hard, you just want to get a little bit of edge. We are going to load these bad boys up. There is all four. We're going to take off here and get all the good stuffs. Birria Tacos. One thing left to do. Let's see. Crispy, yet totally greasy, absolutely messy. I want to pick this up, but I'm not going to just because I know I look like an absolute slob in front of you. It's like them good barbecue places. If you don't have it all over your hands, you're not doing it right. But to make things look polite, I'm just going to cut this one. Beef shank. Absolutely fall apart tender. It was dissolving. Oaxaca cheese, maybe the best in the world. Some fresh onions, fresh corn tortillas. This is amazing. That sauce just brings everything together. Dip it in that juice. And again, if I pick this up, it'd be running down my arms, which is exactly what it should do. Birria Tacos. It doesn't get any better than this. That's what I'm talking about. That is delicious. Plenty of spice, but not a lot of heat. We took the peppers, the seeds and the stems out of there. You can really taste the chilies with it, but it's not overwhelming. Delicious. Please, if you can make one thing, make this one. 3 suitcases. Please, like, subscribe, hit that notifications button. We're gonna keep bringing these, so you might as well subscribe just so you know. So, come on. Eat this with me. This is good stuff. Thank you. Have fun.